Woot! A loading screen.
Yes, and what I was insinuating last part when I was asking about the dimensional travel is, in the event that Rapture is not inspired by, in the event that Rapture is inspired by Columbia, which it almost certainly is, what happens to Rapture if Chen-Lin isn't murdered?
Well, I was telling Gerdat off screen that Columbia already is isolated unto itself. Anything, and mind you, its fate is already written once Rapture occurs.
True.
So, I don't think the effects are that significant. Because regardless of what you do, and one of the major themes of this game is, yes, you have choices, but they all lead to the same result.
So, predetermination of the illusion of free will.
Free will, yes. Freedom to decide your destiny, no.
Yeah, so predetermination via the illusion of free will.
Sure.
It's not that difficult of a concept.
Oh, I hate the volley guns.
I noticed that you don't actually take a lot of chances to abuse the optional weapons.
Which optional weapons? Oh,
like the volley gun spawn that you have down there.
Yeah, I know. I'll concede that I didn't vary my gameplay as much as I usually would. If anything, the point is to demonstrate how effective this strategy is. Even though I do still die, mind you, but in my opinion, I'm using one of the more effective strategies for the point that we're at.
Okay. It's like spamming Ultima at the end of Final Fantasy VI.
Precisely.
Except, without all of the immediate corpses.
I will say that I do vary my gameplay once I get some new vigors, but that's it. I'm still going to be using the shotgun and the machine gun. Regardless, I mean, I apologize that I didn't show that much variety, but I partially blame the game. The game also is not terribly various in combat situations, except maybe like more enemies and more big daddies, more handymen.
Now!
Done.
You didn't need the health pack, dude.
Well, I'm not going to be able to come back for it anyway, so I might as well take it.
Alright, give me a second. The broken clock tolls at midnight.
Which clock? This looks like the one.
And the cat sours the basil.
Well, I'll be.
Oh, look, a volley gun. Too bad I'm not going to grab it.
Also, yet another voxophone.
Perfect.
Hey,
I
Vivian.
came to Columbia because I believed in God, and because I believed in honor. But Slade has shown me this. There is no God in shutting our brothers out from the family of man, and there is no honor in defending those who are strangers to its meaning. Perhaps in Finkton there is one more deserving of my service.
No. Fink is much more of a businessman than he is anything else. Sorry, Vivian, you got screwed over again.
No. I believe she was saying that she's gonna try to assassinate Fink.
No, that's not the implications that I picked up.
We've been led to believe that Vivian, she stood with Slate, and Slate stood against Columbia. Therefore, Vivian also is against Columbia.
Machines. No tools.
Let's go find that gunsmith.
Well, Fink isn't against Columbia.
Right. And Vivian is against Fink because Fink is with Columbia.
Booker, look. The shrine. It's like they're a Comstock now.
Are we sure we're in the right gun shop then?
Oh, I hope so. It all looks the same.
Hey, Chen.
Mr. Lin? Chen Lin? Excuse me, Chen Lin?
Who are you? You speak up. Speak up! Can't hear you over all these machines. Very loud.
I'm Booker DeWitt.
Stand back. These machines very dangerous. Wait downstairs with Mrs. Lynn.
Daisy Fitzroy sent us. We need to talk to you about getting some weapons.
Machines very dangerous. No place for stupid people. Want to lose pretty head?
Mr. Lynn,
Downstairs.
what is wrong with him?
His bandwidth is too small,
Remember him
Booker.
dead in that cell? Maybe in some way he remembers that too. How would you reconcile that?
Oh, no.
Calm his troubled thoughts.
Well, I don't think Booker has any
Excuse
problem
me, ma'am.
reconciling
I'm looking
death.
for
He dies
Mrs.
all the
Lynn.
time.
By Mrs. Lynn?
No, I mean a little Chinese lady. She was...
Booker, this is Mrs. Lynn.
They took Chen's tools. What's he got without his tools?
Well, your husband is a bit out of sorts.
If he could work again, maybe. If he could work, he'd.
Mrs. Lynn, can you tell me who took your husband's tools?
Goddamn police. They took them and locked them up in the impound in Shantytown.
Thank you for moving out of the way. Now we can proceed with the game.
Would having his tools back fix his mind?
Who cares? We're not getting any guns if Chen Lin doesn't have his tools. Let's head to Shantytown.
That's rather interesting. I mean, Elizabeth is all open to the idea that a lot of things have changed, and yet Booker's like, we're really hoping that not a lot has changed.
Yeah, Booker is a bit more ignorant of the implications of the situation they're in. I found it a plot hole that Booker assumes that the deal that he has with Fitzroy to get the First Lady Aerodrome back still stands, even though he's in a different universe now.
He might be in a different universe, but his plan is to return to the other one.
No, he can't. Elizabeth even told him before they entered the tear that she might not be able to bring them both back. So I guess they're going on the assumption that enough of the rules of the former universe are still in place so that they could still function and interact with it meaningfully.
So, yeah, Booker's being an idiot here.
Booker is an idiot. It's not his fault. Look harder, damn it! Oh, no, never mind. Just give me some salts. That's all I need. There's Shantytown!
Large door. Hey, more salts.
More vending machines.
Let's see.
Oh, crap.
Bigger boosts and ammo.
Yep.
Want to hold on to this?
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Your timing is impeccable.
You want to ask me?
What?
My finger.
Sorry, I didn't...
It's all right. It's as much a mystery to me as anyone else. Maybe Songbird knows, but he's not talking.
I'm sorry.
I get to wear this stylish...
Possess you. And...
Go ahead!
Possess you. Possess you.
Okay, so Elizabeth still has her powers in this dimension, and she still has the ability to call stuff from the other dimension.
Well, she doesn't grab anything from any particular dimension. She just grabs things, period.
Well, she's grabbing stuff from alternate versions of Columbia.
Yes. Elizabeth's powers are intact, I suppose, because it's the universe that's changing, not Booker and her.
Which is honestly a bit of a cop-out.
This whole fucking, like, alternate dimension stuff is just pure bullcrap. Let me say that for the record. I don't buy any of this, but my suspension of disbelief forces me to not question it too hard. suspension of disbelief. Sorry. Also, I picked up on a new word yesterday. Narrative dissonance. It's an unpleasant sensation that occurs when gamers find conflicting information between the narrative and the gameplay. Specific to this game, narrative dissonance occurs when the player realizes that not enough of the soldiers in Colombia are using vigors against him.
That's true.
Yeah. Once.
I mean, you get the crow priest, the firemen. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. All two of them.
Jeez.
And they mass produce the shit and nobody buys it.
Alright, and in the next part we'll continue our search for Shantytown.
Going up.